Hey guys, greetings to all you black hearts, misfits, outcasts, and other creatures of the night. Um, so it's been a while. Obviously, it's been a few weeks. Um, so the month of January has been hard for me. It was actually really hard for a number of reasons. Um, First and foremost, I had to move. Things in my living situation just became too untenable, and I had to get out. So I kind of had to move. It was kind of last minute, and it was compounded by a lot of personal stuff that I've had going on. The day that I moved was actually my 36th birthday. It was also the day that I came out publicly. I came out of the closet. And December and January are really slow months of work for me. I work in live entertainment, a little bit behind the scenes. I do lighting mostly, but also audio for corporate events, so like conventions, business meetings, those types of things. And December, January, once all the holiday parties are over, it basically dies until February. Thankfully, I finally got some work lined up, and it's picking up. Everything just kind of came together all at once, as it always seems to do, and just really kind of took a toll on my mental health. But I'm in a new place. It's not the greatest. This is Los Angeles, so moving in general is a nightmare. Moving kind of last minute is even more so. And I'm not in the greatest situation now, but I am in a better situation than I was. And I'm making it work, but unfortunately, I don't really have a proper space for recording much of anything at the moment. It's literally like maybe a 4 foot by 4 foot closet that I could record in, but I've had to put clothes and stuff in there, so I need to kind of work out the logistics of how I'm gonna make that work long term for both recording videos and podcasts and stuff. So may be a moment before everything gets quite back to where it was. For now, I think I want to do what I'm doing now, which is I'm on my iPhone, actually kind of around the corner from where I live, because the place I live, there's like 25 people, I think, something like that, there in my building. Very cramped quarters, shared restrooms, shared kitchen, that kind of thing. So lots of everybody just kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. Not too bad. I certainly dealt with worse when I was in the barracks, so that's a thing. I don't have to walk. I don't have to deal with any assholes just walking around naked all the time. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's kind of my situation. That's why I've been offline. But I did want to make a video kind of just summarizing all of that, and do a couple of reviews, because I finally got paid, so I got a little bit of money in my pocket, so I decided to go to the movies, which I kind of do that anyways, because I have the AMC Stubs A-List. It's a fantastic service. If you like movies, get A-List. It's fantastic. I decided to go see 2 movies because I had money for like popcorn and a soda and stuff. So I've been good. I've been using the opportunity that I've had a lot of free time to really hit the gym, and I've been losing weight, been doing pretty good on that front. Weighed in at under 220 for the first time in years. So I decided to spoil myself a little bit. But I went and saw The Rhythm Section and Gretel and Hansel. And let's start with The Rhythm Section, because I saw that first. not a great movie, not like, some big, gonna be a great blockbuster, hit, but it was fun. I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I knew it was an action movie, I know it was a bit of a revenge thriller, but the plot was very different from what I'd kind of thought it was gonna be. And I was pleasantly surprised. Blake Lively is the star. She plays the main character of Stephanie or Lisa. She kind of goes by a few different names throughout the movie, and she's great as she always is. She she does a good job of both like playing a character who, when we first see her at the beginning of the movie, she's really down and kind of down and out. And throughout the movie, you see her kind of pick herself up and kind of brush herself off and take back control and all that. And it's a really good movie. Um, Jude Law is in it. He plays a guy who kind of mentors her a little bit, helps her pick herself up. And I mean, as always, he's fantastic. He's he's one of our best actors working today. I don't think he gets nearly the credit and kind of prestige work that he deserves. It's also got Sterling K. Brown, who's always fantastic. Um, there's some plot twists that you won't see coming. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought there's a point in the movie where there's a little bit of a plot twist that I thought kind of gave away the ending, and then it turned out later on it didn't. I think it was kind of a weird twist. I don't know story-wise why they chose to make it like that. I know it's based on a book. The screenplay was written by the same guy who wrote the book, so you know, story choices are story choices. They don't always gotta make sense. The movie was still fun. It was still enjoyable, and I mean, the action scenes were great. It really did some interesting things with some of the material. I thought there some of the themes that it dealt with. So definitely a good movie. Definitely go see it. Not necessarily one you need to see in a theater, but if there's not a whole lot else out right now, so if you're looking to go to the movies, it's not gonna be a choice that you regret seeing. Um, After that, I saw Gretel and Hansel. Um, First and foremost, the acting was fantastic. It stars Sophia Lillis, who is, uh, I mean, she's just everything I see her in these days. She's great. She's going to be a great actress for years to come, and I can't wait to see where her career takes her. And it also stars Alice Krige, I think that's how you say her name, who is, I mean, she's a legend. She's, uh, great, Hollywood actress, always has been. Um, she really she really tapped into. I'm blanking on the name of the character she played, but in the Silent Hill movie, I thought she did a really good job of kind of tapping into that a little bit again, and it was kind of cool to see her play, this kind of creepy, villainous, but trying to be her friend type of character. It was a really, really good turn, I thought. All in all, I loved the atmosphere. I loved how creepy it was at times. But you could tell that this is a movie written by a man, directed by a man, produced by men, that was trying to be about female empowerment. And while it got its message across, it felt hollow. Um, it's like I understand what they were going for, but I think a woman would have handled it better. because it should have been done by a woman. Um, you know, screenplay by a man is what it is. You're not going to change that, but yeah, they should have gotten some women in there a little more in the creative process. So I think that would have elevated it. Um, as it was just, it was mediocre. Um, wasn't bad, wasn't great. I thought the ending, um, it was what it was. If you're into horror movies, if you're into creepy atmospheric horror, um, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're not, then pass on it. It definitely did its damnedest to try and tap into the same kind of vein of material as The Witch, but it's not. Few movies are The Witch. Few movies are ever going to be The Witch. So, but it was an interesting take on the fairy tale. Had some really kind of interesting moments as you kind of learn about what's going on and all that, and it was what it was. Definitely one. If you're just looking to go to the movies, maybe pass on this one. Wait for streaming or rent it on iTunes when it comes out. But is what it is. Can't win them all. However, wasn't as bad as The Turning, which I went and saw last weekend. That I don't know that there's much I can add to the discussion about The Turning. It was garbage. It was straight garbage. My friend Casper's loved it. I shouldn't say loved it. He enjoyed it. I didn't. I thought that Finn Wolfhard was great. I thought Mackenzie Davis was great. That was about it. Little girl was creepy. Little girls are always creepy. Underwater, I went and saw that. I loved that movie. I thought that was terrifying. I've kind of always had a little bit of a fear of the ocean. I enjoy surfing and I enjoy swimming in the ocean. I enjoy being around the ocean, but you start getting that deep, things start getting weird. But I really enjoyed Underwater. I thought it did a good job of tapping into a bunch of kind of different genres of horror. And then toward the end, it basically turned into the movie version of Subnautica. If you've ever played that game, I loved Subnautica, and I thought the ending of Underwater did a really good job of kind of tapping into a lot of the same kind of stuff as that. So, definitely a recommend. Definitely recommend in theaters. I don't know how well it'll translate to a smaller screen because some of the underwater stuff is a little bit hard to make out. On a big screen, on a little screen, it might be unwatchable. It's my only concern with that. But the cast is great, except for T.J. Miller, who problematic at best. But it was what it was. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts. Excited for Birds of Prey coming up. Tentatively excited. Let's just say I've heard things. I know someone on the crew, and I've heard things, so I'm excited, but tentatively. And there's a lot of more horror coming out. I love it. The Lodge looks great. Antlers looks like an interesting creature feature. Quiet Place Part 2. Go check out my trailer reaction for that. That'll pop up here at the end of the video. And drop me drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Joshua Never Josh, um, and I'm gonna try getting back on these, getting back on some music video reviews and discussion stuff. I talked to Casper, my buddy. He's from Eastern Europe, so we're gonna sit down and have a discussion and kind of review Rammstein's video for Deutschland, which was my favorite video of 2019. It was my favorite metal track of 2019. So we're gonna sit and review that because he understands the lyrics, some of the context of what's going on in that video a little bit more than I do. Whereas, I can discuss a little bit more of the technical stuff. There's also Ozzy's new video, and then of course, Top 40 Fridays. So bear with me as I get things together a little bit and figure them out, and I'll catch you guys later. In the meantime, let me know in the comments below, did you see any of these movies this month? I didn't see Bad Boys for Life. I'm not particularly interested. Sorry. I know. I'm sure that that's the one that's going to get the most discussion. I didn't see The Gentleman. Not a particular Guy Ritchie or Charlie Hunnam fan, so I might, if I do, I'll drop a review of those. If you guys did see any of the movies that I've discussed, let me know what you thought in the comments below. But as always, keep the conversation civil. Keep it, try to keep it focused. Above all, keep it black, but not too black.